Tuesdays suck. Grace expertly piloted the shuttle to the planet's surface. It was a barren wasteland clutter with rocks, which appeared very similar to trees, even as the thin, tendril-like stone branches waved slightly in the wind. If she hadn't known that these rocks were actually petrified remains of what their ancestors called Ents, she would have sworn these rocks could grow minute green leaves. The pink haze in the atmosphere looked like death floating from one tree to the next, yet the haze was nothing more than harmless water vapor with a slightly different atomic structure. Harmless, but terrifying. The shuttle touched down and crushed multiple trees underneath it, and she knew Arthur would bitch about the new scrapes on the hull of the Ark of Perdition. The older model Carino FJ3500 shuttle, which had been modified and repurposed from its original function, planetary troop transport. Basically, they gutted the entire thing and painted it yellow. We added our own black accents. Arthur sauntered down the ramp, paused, and immediately proceeded to berate me for, you guessed it, scratching his landing gear to shit ... as if there was anywhere to land not covered with these fucking tree rocks. How far are we off target this time? Arthur said derisively as he picked his lunch protein pack out of his teeth. God, I hate his face. Greasy pockmarked skin, slicked hair, and a pencil mustache like Cary Grant, but the man could crew like the best of them in addition to being one of the best damn mechanics I've ever known. I responded exactly where they set the beacon. It's right over there. It's fucking flashing, you dumbass. Oh yeah? You know, nobody likes a bitch. We rolled out the cargo on our hover tracks and started piling everything at the beacon. I can't believe this death hole orders so much product. The worst part about this delivery is the wait. Always the wait. This is normally when the fun starts, never before the unload. It's like they're drawn to the cargo like flies to shit. You never see them coming. No ... that would be too damn easy. You always hear them long before you see them. Thankfully, it gives us time to prepare for the uninvited guests. The sound is similar to the sound of skipping stones in a pond in a canyon and hearing the low crack echoes when the stone smacks the far side ... but a lot more of them. The echoes normally stick with you for a while after, but that's only if you survive. We heard them now. Lock and load. Arthur sprinted back to Perdition, a very appropriately named ship at times, and grabbed the heavies. The heavies were Trump Industries BFG-905, a 22mm, fully automatic gas rifles with incendiary loads. Energy weapons were cheaper and lighter, but did nothing against these guys. Each rifle was rigged with 150-round box magazines with mag latches for easy reloading. Imagine every Rambo movie big gun, yet half the size with larger shells and a built-in inertial dampening system for virtually no recoil. The incendiary loads were just for fun. Nothing like seeing your targets burn instead of just dying. These guys don't even have a name. We call them creakers, even though we have no fucking clue where the sound comes from. They are about 2 meters tall and the same gray stone color as the tree rocks with motley, crusty skin like dense leather. They move on for legs, but very low to the ground, almost like they're bent over. The back legs are just for running, but the front legs are typically used to impale and rip things apart. Not crazy strong, but strong enough in the frenzy. The strangest part is they don't have a visible head, no mouth. They don't eat people, they just kill them. We don't know why they are drawn to the cargo, but they certainly are. Somehow they are immune to energy weapons of any kind, but good old kinetic rounds tear them new assholes ... if they even have one to start with. Just as I slam my bolt home, I hear the deafening roar of Arthur's heavy spooling up. The stream of lead lands right on its mark every damn time, and a stream of slimy gray-blooded arms and chunks of torso fly into the air with the grace of a platypus dancing ballet. It was a fucking mess. This motherfucker's aim is so good, it makes me sick. Over the cacophony of death, I hear Arthur's voice yelling, not jumping in, fine, more for me. I squeeze my own trigger and feel the satisfying vibration of my heavy as I miss my target by at least 10 feet. Damn it, I dial it in and proceed to add to the fray, spraying a sheet of fire into the incoming onslaught. 4 magazines later, the barrel of my heavy glowing a slight deep red with a tendril of smoke seeping from the muzzle brake. No movement or creaks can be heard any longer. ... This time. The field is littered with the bodies of hundreds of creakers, or should I say, with enough parts to assemble hundreds of creakers. The slate gray slime acting as a coating like wet paint on an old-ass car. The pink haze melding back over what was recently a gray cloud of carnage now blankets the area as if nothing had ever happened. Silence reigns supreme, without a substantial moment of silent clarity. Fuck yeah. Assails my ears from the most trigger-happy fucker I've ever met. The beacon changes its flash pattern right on cue as the single yellow flashes transform to a rapid non-stop flashing. Right on time, I softly speak as a figure cloaked in bright orange appears, as if from the mist itself. Man, I think these fuckers are drawn to your cargo. I swear, he states emphatically, as if there were ever any question to that fact. Fuckers must have a sweet tooth. I respond tiredly, sign for your cupcakes, sir. See you next Tuesday. I fucking hate Tuesdays.